welcome to another top 10 list. I'm continuing giving you another top 10 list for today. This is 3 of 4, and the next one is my top 10 favorite Kevin Bacon movies. Kevin Bacon, I grew up watching him in the 80s. Of course, I've seen some of his work before the 1980s, which was just a couple of things, but nevertheless, Kevin Bacon is one of my favorite actors, especially growing up. And without further ado, here are my top 10 favorite Kevin Bacon movies. Coming number 10 is Patriots Day. I believe that was just a great movie and a great homage to those people who were killed and injured during the Boston Marathon bombing a few years ago, and Mark Wahlberg. They all did a great job, and such a tragedy yet again that we are forced to have to deal with. And my heart goes out to all those people who were affected on that day. But it was a great movie, and I'm glad they were able to bring that story to the big screen. And they definitely chose the right actors and actresses for that movie. Coming number 9 is River Wild. This was my first Meryl Streep movie as well. Kevin Bacon is a badass in this movie. Meryl Streep's character is on vacation, and Kevin Bacon and his henchmen, I believe John C. Reilly was one of them as well, basically take them hostage and force them to take them. She is a river guide, and they forced her to take them down this river. And she is a little reluctant to do so, but if you've seen the movie, you know what happens. But it is a great movie. Coming number 8 is a underrated Kevin Bacon movie, and one movie that I just love to this day, and that is Friday the 13th, 1980. This movie was groundbreaking for the franchise. It was a whodunit type of movie, horror movie, and I love that. I love the mystery of who it was, and the majority of serial killers in the world today are mostly men. I think there's only less than 5% are women, I think. I know it's a low number, but after watching this movie for the first time, when I was just a little kid, I was really shocked that it was her. But it's just a great, groundbreaking movie. It was made on a tiny budget, made a lot of money at the box office, and to this day, it is one of my favorite in the franchise now. It has slipped down a couple spots, but it's still one of my favorites to watch. Any Friday the 13th we have during the year, and of course during the month of October. Coming number 7 is National Lampoon's Animal House. This is an hilarious movie with a great cast. Kevin Bacon is pledging fraternity along with some other freshmen, and he is smug, snooty, but he plays it great to a T. He plays such a great asshole in this movie, along with the other gentlemen. But John Belushi, Tim Matheson, it's just a great cast. Karen Allen, who I absolutely adore. I love her. It's just a great movie. It's hilarious. And Harold Ramis, who did work on the movie as well. Rest in peace too. It's just a great movie. And they had a hell of a time trying to find a college that would let them do the movie, and they finally found one. I believe it was Oregon State University is where they filmed this. But nonetheless, Animal House is a great movie. Number 6 is Stir of Echoes. This is from 1999. Fantastic movie. He keeps seeing things, and he's trying to find a missing girl. And what he goes through, puts his family through, friends through, is awesome. This is another underrated movie, in my opinion. I think they made a sequel, which I haven't even paid attention to. But this first movie is excellent, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Coming number 5 is Mystic River. This is a great movie. You got a great cast. Tim Robbins, Sean Penn, Lawrence Fishburne, Kevin Bacon. Just a great movie. Sean Penn's daughter is missing, and she is unfortunately found in the park, murdered. And Sean Penn goes nuts and looks for the killer. He ends up killing someone who had nothing to do with it. And when you find out who actually did it, it's a little bit of a shock. But yeah, it is a great movie. Clint Eastwood directed this movie. It's fantastic. 2003, Mystic River. Excellent. Number 4 is Wild Things. This is from 1998. This, again, has a great cast. Matt Dillon, Neve Campbell, Bill Murray. And it is one backstab after another in this movie. And it centers around a guidance counselor who is accused of sexual misconduct and rape one of his students. And then from there, it just spirals out of control. But it is a great movie, and one of my favorites in the 1990s. And again, this one is underrated as well. Not a lot of people talk about it, but I find it to be an excellent movie. Coming in number 3 is Tremors from 1990. This is a great movie. I watched it several times last month, and it never gets old. It's about these creatures who are underground. They call them graboids, and they hunt you by vibrations. If you're running, walking, if you're sitting on a rock, they can hear you because it's a perfect conductor. But Fred Ward, Reba McEntire, Michael Gross, just an excellent cast, and it is a great movie. I really wish he would have done the sequel as well, but nonetheless, we still got a great movie from 1990 with Kevin Bacon, Tremors, just fantastic. Number 2 is Footloose, 1984. What else can you say? This was my number 1 until I seen another movie with him in it, which I thought he was just badass. I will reveal that here in a minute. But Footloose is about a small town who has band, dancing, music, drinking, and everything because of an accident that killed some high school students. They blamed it on the booze, the dancing, and on the drugs and all that. But he moves to town with his mom, and they live with his relatives. And it is a great movie. It's got a great soundtrack. You have Sarah Jessica Parker, who I absolutely adore. Chris Penn, the brother of Sean, rest in peace, by the way. Laurie Singer, John Lithgow, Diane Weiss. It's a great movie, and they did make a remake in 2011, which I really enjoyed. The only thing I didn't like about it was the gentleman who played Ren in the movie, but everyone else was fantastic. Blake Shelton did the song Footloose, and they did a couple other songs from the first movie, and they changed it up, and I really enjoyed it. But Footloose, 1984, will always be my favorite of the two, and Kevin Bacon is just fantastic. And my number 1 favorite Kevin Bacon movie is X-Men First Class. This is a prequel to the first trilogy, which was 2000, 2003, and 2006. And it takes you back to before you have Professor X and Magneto. They meet, and then you meet Beast and others, and they're really young. Lucas Till, who's playing MacGyver on CBS now, is in the movie. I really enjoyed his character, and it's just a great movie with great villains. Kevin Bacon is the bad guy in this movie, and basically they're trying to start another war between Cuba and the United States. But this is my favorite Kevin Bacon movie because of the character he plays. Sebastian Shaw is phenomenal. There's nothing else I can really say except that he's great in this movie. So definitely check out X-Men First Class if you haven't seen it. And there you have it. That is my top 10 favorite Kevin Bacon movies. In the comment section below, tell me, what are some of your favorite Kevin Bacon movies? Did you agree with my list? Did you not agree with my list? Let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, as I've said before, and I'll say again, if you're new to the channel and you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and let's talk about movies. I do top 10s rankings, movie reviews, TV show reviews of the ones I watch anyway. And I will continue to do more TV show reviews, especially the older shows that I used to watch when I was growing up in the 1980s and 90s as well. Some even from the 70s that I watched as well. Other than that, I thank you guys for watching yet another top 10 list.